The labyrinthine expanses of the Metroid games are haunting. Space is constructed of cold, industrial, and minimalist sprite work, black backgrounds contrasting nothing with the dull and muted colors of the foreground. Colorful, unknown aliens pepper the world, dangerous in the amount of knockback that comes with colliding into them, and our heroine Samus's lack of invincibility frames compared to other platform protagonists, leaving her especially susceptible to lava. This is Metroid, a torture maze without direction, a series of unknowns where entering any room can easily mean certain death. There are bright moments of satisfaction occasionally found within Planet Zebes, finding a hidden item or upgrade, or feeling how far you've come by the game's end, but those are quickly replaced by another harrowing challenge, fending off the titular and grotesque Metroids toward the end of the game with the Ice Beam, and even the face-off against Mother Brain. These challenges are not made that much easier with an additional energy tank. It's truly you against the world, all progress undermined by another immediate setback. Samus is alone in the dark, in an isolated and foreign locale. These landscapes, though, were not invented by Metroid. Rather, they take a lot of inspiration from biomechanical artistic sensibilities, a surrealist movement helmed by H.R. Giger. Of course, Metroid doesn't take inspiration from this kind of art directly, but it does take a lot of inspiration from a film that Giger worked on, Alien. One of the bosses in the game is named for its director, after all, Ridley Scott as Ridley. Giger's art was catapulted into the public consciousness from his work on Alien, and led to many people gaining a greater understanding of the style that he captured. The artistic movement of biomechanism is largely defined by the fusion of biological organisms and machines. Often machines with natural parts are artificial creations using muscle tissue and fibers, or a blend of the two. It's an arresting dialectical visual fusion of two opposite ideas, a principle that has defined science fiction as a genre irreconcilably. And Metroid uses this philosophy as its core understanding of the world. The eyes that we see Planet Zebes through, Samus Aran is a woman-made machine herself. It's only after the game concludes that we see her organic side, and even then, it's only if it was completed fast enough. For the duration of our time with agency, we are forced to be the biomechanism, to confront its darkest labyrinths and cyborg puzzles using its own weapons against it. Empty, quiet spaces of hostile life, but still organic life nonetheless, shattered by the automaton. Samus kills mercilessly all creatures who stand in her way, even if they were only there by accident. She is the killing machine. The moments of reprieve granted to Samus, such as through upgrades, are often through statues of a bygone mystical ancient civilization known as the Chozo, their statues depicting their bird-like forms fossilized among the ruins of whatever was once at Zebes. It is through this connection to nature that Samus comes to understand and realize her true power, even though they are too tainted by the machine through the upgrades that they provide her with. And not all life that still exists is simply a lackadaisical alien species. The sinister Mother Brain, the villain of our story, is herself cybernetic. She too carries Samus's sin. Her lair, Torian, is the ultimate in calculated, a place of steel with the only life housed there being the expatriate Metroids. With her death comes the destruction of this part of the planet. Even if Samus too has the burden of the mechanism within her, she brought liberation to part of the planet from distortion of the machine. Maybe one day she, too, can become free once more. Or maybe she is already free. Maybe the machine has empowered her, but only in tandem with her natural self. Both understanding the civilizations of old and their traditions and connections to their spiritual and natural side, and protecting the life that is on the planet has allowed her to become strong enough to stop the space pirates. But it's also her increased absence from her power suit that have allowed her more agency in the darkness. A greater light than anything else. Though it may be uncomfortable and harrowing and distorting, embracing the horrors of the biomechanism was necessary. With mastery of both, she can handle anything that's thrown at her. There is beauty and strength in the terror of the horrifically alien. The ego death of the machine has its value. This has been Arcade's Everlasting Post-Human Monstrosity, signing off. Thank you for watching.